Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday and welcome back to the final Kringle Candle review of the day. If you missed the previous two reviews, I shared my thoughts about the Kringle Reserve Macaron scent, as well as the 2-wick tumbler in the fragrance botanicals. If you missed either of those two, or if you're interested in my thoughts, I will link the reviews in the description box below this video. I will also link where you can purchase Kringle candles and put a discount code down there for you guys. The new scents have not been put on sale yet, at least at the time of me filming this video. So maybe they'll be on sale this weekend, but I don't know. I probably see them going on sale maybe in another like 2 to 3 weeks. Don't quote me on that. I don't have any insider information. I just know based on previous seasons that Kringle takes a little while to put the newer scents on sale. So if you want a discount on these, the 15% ambassador discount codes are the only ones that are going to give you a little bit of money off of these scents right now. So let's get into cookies and cream, because I've had a lot of people asking me about my opinion on this one. I think there was probably an expectation that I was really gonna love this particular gourmand scent, but like the botanicals that I reviewed a little bit earlier, I just have some very strong opinions on not liking cookies and cream fragrances in general. So this one I did not purchase myself. This was definitely a PR item. I placed an order for all of the spring scents that I was interested the day that they were released on the website, because I quite frankly wasn't sure that I was going to be getting any PR, and I wanted to be able to, you know, share the new spring stuff with you guys. But I typically do not spend money on fragrances that I know I'm not going to enjoy. You know, I know a lot of reviewers will do that, but I don't know, like if I'm blowing my money on something, I really want to make sure that I am actually like enjoying using it as well. Like I know that I can write stuff off for my channel for taxes and stuff, but that like doesn't make me feel any better about it. Just like if I know that I don't enjoy something, I'm just not going to spend my money on it. So I'm grateful that they sent this to me, but I will definitely be passing this particular candle along. You can see that I am not very far into it because I've burned it a couple times for about an hour and a half, 2 hours each time. But then I blew it out pretty quickly because I just don't love this scent. It's not that I don't think it's well done for being cookies and cream. It's just not my thing. It's kind of the same thing as botanicals, you guys. Like flowers remind me of work, and this reminds me of, well, it's cookies and cream, and I just don't like that smell. Do not get me wrong. I will sit on my couch on a Friday evening eating an entire sleeve of Oreos. I love Oreos, but I don't actually like the smell of Oreos. It's so funny because a lot of what you taste in food like is also based on the fact that like you can smell the food that you're eating. You know, it's like eating is a multi-sensory experience. And while I love the taste of Oreos, the smell of them, I don't actually really care for at all. I know that's bizarre. I just have some weird things. I feel like a lot of people have weird things. That's mine. All right, it's available in a few different formats. And if you are at all iffy about this scent, check out the wax melts or check out the daylights. You're gonna spend a lot less money and you can determine whether you actually like the fragrance or not yourself that way. Let's get into the description. We'll talk about strength and throw, which is unfortunately quite good for this one. Cookies and cream cake. Slice into the decadent aroma of chocolate chip and creamy fudge that melts into delectably rich notes of vanilla and praline, ending in smooth hints of tonka bean that will have you wanting another bite. Top notes are chocolate chip, creamy fudge, and whipped cream. Your mid notes are milk, vanilla orchid, and praline. The base is tonka bean, vanilla, and musk. All right, so this has quite a bit of that like chocolate or cocoa type note. It's a very intense, definitely leaning more like fudgy dark chocolate versus milk chocolate type note. If you were to grab an Oreo cookie and you peeled off the filling, like most of us do, I feel like, and you ate that first because that's the delicious part, and then you were just left with like the cookie portion, it's very accurate to the chocolate note that's in here. In terms of authenticity, I think they have nailed that. Chocolate to me is a tough scent because I love eating chocolate, and I enjoy the smell of it, but it has to be in small doses and it has to be like done really well. Otherwise, I do kind of find it almost headache inducing after a little while. And I think that's what's kind of triggering me about this one, is that it's like that super intense, like super rich chocolate note. And it's just a lot. I think it's just too, it comes across as cloying to my nose. I think that's my problem with this scent, is it seems very cloying and heavy to me. And that is probably something that a lot of other people are quite frankly going to enjoy about this scent. In terms of the other notes in here, I do think that that filling note of the milkiness, the vanilla, and I can even smell like a touch of that tonka bean as well. I think that's very accurate to almost the filling. A little artificial in a way, but also so is the filling in Oreo cookies, right? It's just too sweet. Like all of it tied together is just very, very intensely sweet, very chocolatey. I think if I only smelled like the vanilla and tonka bean, like that creamy concoction in the middle, if I just smelled that, I think I would actually enjoy this fragrance a little bit more. But in its format right now, it just smells very, very similar to a sleeve of Oreo cookies. And for me, it's just very, very intense. So let's talk about strength and throw, because if you are looking for a good strength and throw, you're definitely going to find it here. To me, the strength of this is at about a 7. Like, it's too much. Maybe this would be more doable for me if it was like a 3 or a 4, but this format here is really, really noticeable. The throw, I don't know if it's just because my nose is like sniffing for it, like I know it's going in the house somewhere, and so I just pick it out. But the throw is also quite good, I guess, as well. So I would put let's put the throw at about like a 7 and a 7.5 as well. Like, it travels throughout like the bulk of the downstairs of the house. And with a scent like this, that would actually not be my preference. So if you are looking for that really intense, chocolatey, creamy vanilla filling type of concoction, and you're looking for a strong performance in terms of that, you should definitely give this particular candle a try. I am very curious to see what other people think about this scent. Yeah, I feel bad because I don't want to trash it. I just think it's not the fragrance for me. There is nothing wrong with the burn of this at all. And admittedly, I haven't gotten very far into it, but I think if you're looking for some good strength and throw, this would probably be the scent to go for. It is quite intense. It is definitely noticeable. And if you're someone who wants to notice your fragrances, I would say get it. You're going to get it done for sure. If you are sensitive to chocolate fragrances, if you are sensitive to very sweet fragrances, I would tell you to be cautious about this one. I think I would tell you to order maybe the wax melts or the daylights first. I recommend that a lot with certain fragrances from Kringle, especially if you are iffy about them. I would hate for someone to purchase like a large jar of this particular scent and and then be like, oh yeah, that's really sweet. Or, oh yeah, that's really quite maybe a little bit too strong for me. So yeah, maybe check out the daylights first and see how you smell about the fragrance. But if you are an Oreo lover, I think this is going to be the scent for you. In terms of this smelling like cake necessarily, no, I think it smells like an Oreo cookie. And if that's your thing, then this is your scent. Please let us know what your experience is down below if you pick this one up and if you've been burning it a little bit more than I have. I wish I could have gone a little bit further into it for you guys, but I just don't want to smell this anymore, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to pass this one on to my sister-in-law, Tanner, because I think she's actually going to love this. She's like a fellow gourmand lover, but I see her loving this particular scent. So I'm going to let her enjoy this one, and I'm going to continue on with my beloveds from the Country Candle line from the new spring releases, which are definitely Cosmic Cupcakes. For sure, Sweet Peach is amazing. I burned a whole jar of Sweet Peach. Like, that is delightful. Already reviewed those two. Oh, and let us not forget the coconut and blueberry tart, which also delicious. I do still have the grapefruit and rosemary to review for you guys. That's another one where I don't really care for the scent per se. I'm not struggling with it the way that I'm struggling with this cookies and cream, but it is a quite intense, like herbaceous grapefruit scent. So that one will be coming up hopefully this next week. And that, I think, mostly wraps up the country candles that were released for spring. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on this one. I think it's helpful for people to see a variety of opinions and reviews on these scents. So leave it down below in the comments. Check out the description box for the links that I mentioned. And I appreciate you guys being here. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.